After the big vote, the consequences of the decision to leave the EU are already being felt in Britain as a new reality starts to emerge.
This is not a decision I've taken lightly. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger.
A nation that went to sleep in one reality and woke up to another. For half, a dream come true, for the rest, a nightmare. The difference that's determined Britain's leap into the unknown, just 4 percentage points.
The UK has voted to leave the European Union.
Despite a neck-and-neck campaign, the Brexit referendum is an unprecedented step in which Britain becomes the first country to officially pull out of the EU.
The sun has risen on an independent, united kingdom. And just look at it, even the weather's improved.
The British people have spoken up for democracy in Britain and across Europe. And I think we can be very proud of the result.
Dire consequences of what's to come are predicted the world over. A snowball effect that there's plenty more which could yet fall apart. An overhaul of the political establishment is the next expected wave in this tsunami. The name of the next captain of this ship is yet to be determined. Opposition leader Jeremy Corbyn faces a no-confidence vote over his failures in the Remain campaign. The referendum was masterminded by David Cameron, a ploy to get more votes in the last election just over a year ago, which cemented his position at number 10. Now he's got one foot out the door as the United Kingdom dives headfirst into uncharted territory, and definitely not united, as half the nation is having a collective panic attack as the reality of the Brexit begins to slowly sink in. Anastasia Churkina, RT, London.
So, as we heard there, the Brexit has exposed a deeply divided UK. 52% voted for the nation to leave, 48% to remain. Good afternoon to you, Jim. Plenty to talk about. Firstly, a lot of people in the UK must be concerned about the stock market there plunging, the pound plunging. How bad will it get, do you think?
Well, Andrew, the world is already entering recession. Japan is in recession, parts of Europe, parts of America. This is just going to make it worse. Everybody should be concerned because the next recession, the next problem is going to be worse than 2008 because now we have a lot of debt. And when you have bear markets, something always comes along to make it worse. You should be very worried, Andrew.
Well, how far away are we then? Because I had heard the global argument here, as you said, global economy is weak. We are expecting a black swan, but obviously you don't know exactly what that might be. But many people were predicting perhaps it will be the Brexit. Do you think this could be the domino, the first one that falls, that could send everything else tumbling?
Yes, it's actually the second or third or fourth because, as I said, Japan is already in recession. You already have a lot of problems in the world. There's a lot of debt in China that's coming out now. So there are a lot of dominoes already falling, but this is a big one. This is a big one. Now, Andrew, you're going to have other people. Scotland, you heard Scotland. You're going to have countries in Europe, you know, France, Italy, Belgium. Plenty of other countries are going to try this now. It's going to be a lot of problems in the next 2 or 3 years. Be worried.
All right, well, the Bank of England is probably very worried at the moment this morning too. Mark Carney is going to come out and give more details about how he hopes to help the British economy. What can he actually do as a central bank? What can you do in a situation like this?
All they can do is print money and drive interest rates lower, both of which are not good for the world, not good for Britain. Maybe in the short term it'll help, but in the medium term and long term, that will be bad for the world, but all the central banks are going to do it, Andrew. Be worried.
So the option of increasing interest rates to try and protect the pound, do you think that's something he'll do?
I cannot conceive that he would do that. No, No, he might lose his job if he did that because people are so worried about the economy. The pound is the least of their worries. They're worried about the economy.
So how do you see a way out of this then? From what I'm picking up, you believe there's no real direct way out. There's a storm coming and we're going to all have to face it.